أحمد شو عم بيقول؟
Tell him to think about that, Ahmed.
أحمد خبرني شو عم
You
بيقول.
tell him to think about what would happen if he were taken away. Ask him if he's willing to pay that price. And ask yourself, Ahmed, are you willing to let him pay that price?
أحمد حكي معك طلع في أمي.
You have to convince him, Ahmed.
No!
You have to do it for the sake of your family.
No!
Hi, my name is Amar Walla, and this is a clip from my short film The Good Son, which I made a couple of years ago while I was a film student in Toronto. The film is based on a true story about a 12-year-old boy who was asked to translate for his father as Canadian authorities interrogated him in their home. That boy's name is Ahmed Jabala, and he is the son of Mahmoud Jabala, a father of 6 who spent over 5 years in Canadian prison without ever being charged with a crime. How's that possible? You see, Mr. Jabala was held under something called a security certificate, which is a legal device by which the Canadian government can detain and or deport non-citizens that are deemed a threat to national security. However, what makes them controversial is that they allow for indefinite detention with no charges and secret evidence, meaning neither the accused nor their lawyers can see the evidence being used against them. Now, if you're like me, this sounds more like something out of a Kafka novel than an actual Canadian policy. But it's real. Over the past 10 years, 5 Muslim men have been held under these security certificates. These are men with wives, children, friends, parents, and after spending over 25 years in jail combined, none of them has ever been charged with a crime. These men are the Secret Trial 5. Now, as my short film had its festival run, audiences generally reacted like this.
I was very disturbed because I think as Canadians we like to think, that's the kind of thing that the Americans do. We don't do that sort of thing.
I felt enraged and very, very angry. How dare this happen in my country? How dare this happen here?
I was approached by angry audience members at every screening, all of whom wanted to know more about this family and more about security certificates. They couldn't believe this was happening in Canada. I realized then just how little people knew about this issue, and the best way to answer all their questions was to make a documentary. As soon as I told people my plan, several friends offered their help, so we formed a small crew eager to tell this story. There was just one question.
How are we going to fund this project?
And that's where you come in. We're going to fund this film through your contributions. This is called crowdfunding, and it basically means that we will use social media and word of mouth to help raise the money for this film through small donations while we raise awareness about this issue.
Anyone, anywhere can become a producer of The Secret Trial 5 by donating to the production and spreading the word.
On our site, secrettrial5.com, you can read more about security certificates, our subjects, and us, the filmmakers.
You can also watch Amar's short film, The Good Son, and if at the end you'd like to know more, then click the donate button and help us make this film.
Check out our donation page for info on what you get for your donation. The more you give, the more you get. It's that simple.
But that's not all. Throughout the course of production, we will turn to you for creative input.
From selecting our poster, suggesting a final title, even submitting your own artwork.
You will be a creative partner in this film from beginning to end.
For the record, security certificates were deemed unconstitutional by the Supreme Court in 2007. Yet as of November 2010, only 2 of the 5 certificates have been quashed.
3 of the men and their families still live under some of the strictest house arrest conditions in Canadian history, including wearing a tracking bracelet, cameras in their homes, and being followed by government agents on family outings.
In fact, in March of 2009, Mohammed Zeki Majoub actually asked to be returned to prison, saying that the house arrest conditions were too damaging to his family.
We want to make one thing clear. We are not claiming that the Secret Trial 5 are innocent. That's not the point.
The point is that holding people without charge for years at a time and keeping evidence secret is fundamentally unjust and un-Canadian.
At the very least, we believe that this is an issue people want to know more about. Prove us right. Help us tell the story of the Secret Trial 5.